All right, so just how bad is it out there? Let's go right to Kevin Lawrence for the answer.
I think Anthony just gave us a clue of how bad it really is. You know, he's frozen. The poor guy is literally frozen out there in that live shot. So just imagine what it's like for anybody else, no matter who you are, camps or elsewhere, how serious this weather really is. This is North Dakota, folks, and it gets serious this time of year. And it's not even winter yet. That's a couple of weeks away. And we're looking at wind chills tonight in the 20s below zero. Actual temperatures could be below zero every night for the next week. It's not going to be a pretty picture. And speaking of pictures, how about this? Our Sky Spy photos. Yeah, lots of snow piling up here all over the place in Bismarck and in Minot. About 6 to 8 inches of snow over central North Dakota. You open the door and you find that. How about this? The garage door and about, what, 5-6 foot snowdrift up against the house. Kids are enjoying it, that's for sure, but a lot of shovel work. You open the door here and it's just a big pile of mess there. It's not going to melt anytime soon. A lot of snow removal in the coming days. And in fact, the DOT will be removing snow from the interstates and other roads the next several days. I-94 is closed, as mentioned, from Dickinson to Fargo, and then from Fargo to the Canadian border on 29. US 2 is closed from Devils Lake all the way to the Grand Forks Airport. Serious business here. Blizzard warning central North Dakota continues until 8 o'clock this evening, but later into the night or tomorrow over eastern North Dakota. Wind chill advisory farther west. That'll likely expand farther east here with time, but wind chills tonight to 25 below. I'll have the rest of the forecast. The chilly details, Monica, coming up later on.
All right, thanks, Kevin.
Snowdrift. Speaking of that, I've shoveled the same snow 2 or 3 times so far today.
Right?
I know it. When you snow blow too, it just goes up in the air with this light, fluffy snow. But there's a lot of water content in it. But when it piles up and the temperature is dropping off, it just goes everywhere and comes right back where you've already been snow blowing and shoveling and all. Now, here's the culprit, big low pressure. It continues over Minnesota, and this one again, quite a bit farther displaced, farther than I thought Sunday. Didn't think we'd see a lot of snow. But guess what? Well, we got a lot of snow. When you're going to be wrong, you've got to come out and say, hey, this is what happened. This storm did trend farther south than previously thought, and that's exactly why we ended up with all the snow. All this we had should have stayed here closer to Winnipeg, but instead the track varied, and that's why we got more snow. And we've got the wind continuing here for tonight. It is backing off just a little bit, but still we've got gusts in eastern North Dakota to around 50 miles per hour. No doubt the interstate's still closed, and it will be all night tonight. I'm certain of that. And the wind's starting to let up just a bit more here toward eastern Montana. Temperatures dropping off here now. 1 in Bismarck, or Dickinson rather, 1 in Glasgow, 7 in Bismarck and Minot, 12 in Jamestown. Grand Forks with 20 above zero, 18 in Fargo, and 10 in Mobridge. About 6.5 inches of snow in the Bismarck-Mandan area. About that for Minot, and much more farther toward the east, where some places here near Carrington receiving about 1.5 feet of snow. Look at these winds here. Again, 32 in Bismarck, not as bad as Jamestown. 52 mile per hour winds right now. 43 in Fargo, 41 mile per hour winds in Minot. Backing off a bit, still blustery in Williston, but now at 29 miles per hour. So you drop those temperatures down close to zero. You've got the wind. What does it feel like? The apparent temperature feels like it's 24 below in Dickinson right now. Wind chill advisory continues over western North Dakota, eastern Montana, where the wind chill values are a lot lower. I think that advisory will be expanding farther east here with time, but still we're dealing with that blizzard warning, which will expire at 8 o'clock over central North Dakota, not till late in the night or tomorrow for the James and Red River Valley. So the wind chill, does it get any better in the coming days? Unfortunately, it does not. It might even drop a bit more. 9 o'clock, teens and 20s below. That's what it's going to feel like for the morning hours on Wednesday. 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, middle of the night, teens and 20s below. Much the same here for the early morning hours after sunrise. It doesn't really get much better during the day Wednesday as well. Again, it'll feel more like in the teens below at the noon hour and right through the afternoon. Tomorrow night and Thursday, we might see a little improvement, although we'll be deeply entrenched in the Arctic air by then. The wind won't be blowing as strong, but the actual temperatures are going to be a little bit lower. So our culprit, that low pressure still moving through northern Minnesota. The tight pressure gradient, lines of equal pressure, still packed together kind of close. And that's why we've got these strong surface winds, these gradient winds here, which will continue into the night, but it does relax a little bit by tomorrow morning, but still a blustery night, not as windy as last night, but still winds about 35 miles per hour over central and eastern North Dakota. And then we see a bit of a break here in the wind, not the cold, but the wind for Thursday. A lot less wind, in fact, but the intense cold just getting going. Not much change in that. Again, travel alert here with the interstate shut down and 2. from Devil's Lake to Grand Forks. So our forecast for tomorrow here, again, bitterly cold temperatures, single-digit readings only, just above zero for Dickinson, Bismarck, or rather Williston and Minot. Again, single-digit highs, the wind still creating those wind chills around 15 to 25 below. No end in sight. More Arctic air reinforcements coming in from Canada after some more snow potential on Saturday. So there's your week ahead.
Wow, that looks cold.
It really is. And winter starts in like 2 weeks and something.
Right.
So there you
maybe
go.
it'll be a warm winter.
Maybe not. Doesn't look that way.
Hey,
All right.
December in North Dakota. What do you know?